Okay, so this video is really just for Michael Modor's Goblin Army, because we were talking about it in Discord, how I've got some resin and I'm just messing around with it. So this is just to show them what I've been doing. So this is the resin that I've got. You mix part A and part B together and you do it by weight rather than volume. So I've had to get my kitchen scales, cover them in tin foil so that they don't get resin on them when I'm making a cake, and weigh them that way. So this is what I've had to do to my scales because these are the only ones I've got. I don't want them to get mucky, so there we go, that's what I've done with that. These are some of the moulds that I got, just silicone moulds. And again, just messing around here. Don't know the actual best ways to make resin, just literally having a bit of fun. So these ones are quite cool. All these different ones came in like a pack. These are some of the things that we've already done. These ones go together, two necklaces to make a heart. Little Miss MLG made this bracelet. And we made a plaque. Now what we learnt with this is that all these flowers were purple when we put them in, but the resin seems to have burnt the colour away. So we learnt that. This one here, this flower was yellow when we put this flower in, and again the resin has changed it to red, and that one actually looks quite nice, so that's not too bad. I also discovered that it's quite hard to make the things go where you want them. So like the pumpkins in that skull would have been much better if they were all not just in a massive heap. But as I've poured the resin in, then it's moved the pumpkins around. I tried some colour shift Green Stuff World paint in this skull, again, just to see what would happen. And as you can see, absolutely nothing. Nothing happened at all. So, but it's all just fun. Little Miss made this one. Again, these were purple flowers when she put them in. Resin has bleached all the colour out. You can see there's a theme going on here, can't you? Quite like Halloween, in case you hadn't guessed. And then I just have a tray of stuff that I can put in just to play with. And also, if you use glitter, that goes absolutely everywhere. So that's everything that I've got. So this is what I do. Okay, so we weighed out our resin. So it's 2 parts A to 1 part B. And I know what all of you proper resin people will be thinking. This area is highly unsuitable for resin making. I understand that it's not particularly clean. But as I keep saying, and please keep this in mind, I am just messing around, just having fun, just experimenting, just for a bit of a laugh. Nothing serious. So we mix these two now in here and you stir it for 3 minutes and it mixes them both together. So I'm going to do that now. So the plan for today is I'm going to get these, I'm going to put a thin layer in the top and then let that dry mostly, and then I'm going to paint that, then put another layer on and let that harden so the paint is like squished in between 2 layers of resin. I'm also going to try this one, which I've never had a go at before, see what happens with that. And I also want to try the Green Stuff World colour shift and see if it does anything at all, really. Just experimenting. So these are the things that I use to wash everything up. Wash everything in the alcohol first and then give everything a good wash with just washing up liquid. So here we are the next day, and as you can see, the skull moulds have done what they did last time and leaked out instead of making individual skulls. They've also got big holes in the backs of their heads. So what I thought was, we'll pour some more in today, so these have been left all overnight, they're nearly solid. We'll pour some more in and see what the results is when the resin's hard, and then you pour more liquid resin on top and that hardens, and just see what happens. Okay, so it's the next day. We've taken the cats out of the mould, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's quite difficult to get the paint right, so I've missed this section here on the cat. I suppose in theory you could paint that again on the back, and a smoother application would have been good for the white, or even this whole colour all around. I quite like this iron colour for the cats rather than just black. It's giving it a nice shimmer, so that looks cool. So we're going to take the rest out and show you them all, and then we'll talk about what I think. So here we go, hopefully you can see all these. So I do really like the snake eyes. And like I said earlier, we put that extra layer on because the moulds weren't working properly. They were all seeping out and joined together. So we let them set and then we put the extra resin on top to get the back bit. You need to just clip that off. But it doesn't seem to have made the back bit any weaker or anything, so that's quite cool that that's worked out. So just need to trim up the skulls, but I think that they've come out. I really quite like those. I think they're really cool. And then we've got the coaster, and I quite like the gems as well. They're quite good with the dicing. I like this one as well. That's nice. And the pumpkins, etc. And I thought that these were I love you. I thought that was quite cool. Just, you know. And this is what's when I put the army painter paint in and swirled it around. You don't get like a nice even coverage, you just get like a swirly, but that's quite a cool effect still though for the eyeballs. I like that. This was the Green Stuff World colour shift dropped into the resin, and obviously it's not done anything at all. That's not mixed well with the resin at all. But when I did it with the cats, I let the resin nearly dry and then painted it on, and that seems to have, I hope you can see this, it seems to have actually got the shimmer, because this is Green Stuff World's maybe the copper, I believe it's called, and it's actually giving it that bit of that shimmer, so that's good. That's worth experimenting with the Green Stuff World, but painting it on rather than dropping it in. And then I painted just a normal, I believe that was Army Painter again, purple. Like that look. And that looks pretty good too. Eyeballs, and I thought that this could be like a a dice cage, so you put your naughty dice in them. It looks like they're all stuck, but they've been naughty and not done good rolls. You have to tell me what you think to that kind of idea. This one I didn't realise was actually had an ashtray mould, but either way. But this didn't really work out because this bit must have been stuck out of the mould and an air bubbles from, so now I've got a gap. I wonder if you could actually just drop a bit of resin in there and maybe patch it up. That might actually work. But I do like the cool effect, like it's water. I do like that. That's quite good. So all in all, I think that it's been quite a successful experiment. I'm very happy that the Green Stuff World colour shift paint seems to have had an effect. I think that would be a really good thing to do some more experiments with. So I hope you've enjoyed my little experimental resin video. Like I said, this was for the Goblins of Mordor Discord channel because we were talking about it. If you don't know who the Goblins of Mordor are, then check out Michael Mordor on his Patreon and YouTube, etc. Awesome bunch of people, really good community to get involved with. Check them out. And this was really for them because we were talking about it in the Discord channel. Thanks for watching.